it like magically stays. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know, for years we did the same thing over and over again. Pretty much knew if we put a video up what it was about. Bouncing around a little bit now, aren't we? Getting all our projects done. An 05G carrier compressor right here in this Prevost charter bus. Serious wear item. Everybody has them in stock. There's the shaft seal right there. Manual says to take the 6 cap screws off, but I think I'm gonna pop this off first. This is a Prevost bus. If you have one of these, this is gonna be exactly what you see. There is no other videos showing taking this hub off of this compressor. This is a 2003 H341. This is about the same setup though for a long time. I shopped around for a shaft seal. Called Prevost, $200 and some odd. Called the other trailer places around here, the parts places, $230, $250. I found a couple for $180. This is the exact same unit that's on a Carrier Transit-Cool reefer semi-trailer. Here's what I got. From Reefer Compressor and Parts in New York. Super duty. Okay, the compressor oil was $70 for the gallon, and the seal without the cover, $89. Reefer compressor and parts. Well, if I wind up keeping this and nobody buys it from me, the service manual for all of this is going to be a stack. That is just air conditioning on the user manual, not the actual service manual. What we got going on? They packaged it pretty good. All right, this is supposedly the oil that it takes. This is compressor oil, ISO 68. It should take almost half of that for this. I've looked in the sight glass. I'm not seeing anything on it, so we're gonna pop the plug and drain it and change the fluid. Wow, this is very light. Pause that. Okay. That's metal. That's not cardboard. I've always seen pictures of this. That's a metal gasket. Okay, so when they say 6 cap screws, they're not talking about those, obviously. Box. It looks pretty fragile. All right, there is our shaft seal. Okay, let's see what size that is. Looks like it might be a 9/16, isn't it? All right, 14 millimeter on the main. Let's see if a plain Milwaukee nut driver this thing off. It's a 14 millimeter, 9/16. No sweat, very easy. Let's set something down here on this. Bolt clutch removal, 7/8 by 14. Use to remove 05G compressed sight glass. Look at that, they got a special wrench just for the sight glass. Improved tool. I wouldn't mind having a new sight glass. Just scrolling down through here, looking at the special tools for sale. Seeing all those parts, it's nice to look up that stuff, but you know, I bought a lot of special tools. Sometimes they're nice to, if they have a thread down connection where you thread the seal in, those are nice. But any of the ones where you pound it, that you just hit. It took a little longer too because I was on the phone with a gentleman named Dean from Arizona. He's in Liberal. He's on his way here. Cracked injector maybe, fresh long block, I don't know. But check this out, that's the wrong bolt. Let's see. That is what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so it didn't take too long. I got the bolt. Just for reference, this 1 5/16 is the size of the head. What's this? Oh, look at that. Wow. Pretty much no effort. I mean, it was all that just to get that off. Well, let's see if there's a mounting flange here or a snap ring. This is what we're left with here. It pushed on the main shaft of the AC compressor. That little hub right there is what we would have separated. So if we would have taken those out, it would have taken the clutch off, and we would have still had the hub on there. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all. Hopefully do no harm. Too dirty because there's a bearing on there, but I would like to be able to see this nut right here and see what I'm dealing with. A 07-00242-01 is the spanner nut socket 3-inch carrier tool to take that off. Call a place called Clark Tool. They have lots. Turn it in. They have lots and lots of stuff there. Oh, turn it back up. I need to hear a little bit. He's looking for a 3-inch spanner nut socket. Here's just luck. Really don't want to garble it up too much. I think I might tap it in a couple of times. Maybe just get it right on the side right there. Not necessarily on the thing. There you go. Now at least we'll have the nut, and we can either make something, buy a new nut. I don't know. I definitely buy a new nut. Oh, look at that, just like that. Ooh-wee. Okay. Let's pull this off. Oh, that is smooth too. Looks like a really freaking big bearing in there, doesn't it? There's our 6 screws. It's pretty freaking dirty right there. No info like this is online anywhere. Okay, so 6 cap screws. That's finally in the manual when they say remove the 6 cap screws. This part right here does not spin. That stays stationary. I mean, for sure, this is really freaking greasy, and since the compressor's low on oil, yeah, I think most definitely this is leaking. Just around the bolts a little bit so when we loosen them up, a bunch of crap don't fly out everywhere. See how tight they are. Kind of tight. We'll probably be happier with a good old 9/16 rather than 14 millimeter anyways. That was a 14. Probably need a thinner walled socket. That's barely on it. Oh yeah, that's not on it. Whoa-wee. Oh, hey. That's gonna affect how fast you get the seal done. There's times like now with the realm of the job kind of changing. Oh, please just get one bolt out. Please just get one bolt. Really need to grind this freaking socket flat. I'll have a lot more meat actually touching the bolt. You know, it makes it real strong, right? To have that little recession in there, but grind that all the way down flat. I fought a flywheel on my silver truck for 3 days, long time ago. Days, because I couldn't get any socket to get it off. Finally, I got an impact, different impact, whatever. It was a long story, but ground down an impact socket, make it flat. Quick trip to the bench grinder. Let's see how it does. All right, this is one of them. Oh, Nelly. Let's tap on there a little bit. Oh, no. That does not feel good. Let's hit this other one. Maybe we'll have better luck here. Okay, that one's good. We're just going to be fighting this one a little bit, huh? Give it a couple of taps right on the head of the bolt. Oh my God, I got it. Yes. Good job. Way to go, team. Way to go. There they are. Okay. All right. I don't know if you could have reused that. Probably in a pinch and a jam. Sure. Here is the shaft seal. Look how dirty that is. Jesus. Yeah, let's see how well it moves. Maybe I need picks. It says use screwdrivers, taking care not to damage any of the surface. I can see the 4 cogs that they talk about. Lip right there. You can pull on there. Now we'll just work it out real gently. Whoa, hey. Okay. Did the shaft seal just completely come apart? That's what it looks like that happened. We've got this part, we'll keep her the spring, another seal. Take special care not to damage the seal. Glad they told me that. Wow. Okay, that's probably a part of the whole thing, isn't it? And we want it freaking clean so that if it starts leaking again, we'll see it. Okay. A little roughness down there. Just don't want to feel anything on it, ideally, before I even take that back seal out. Oh, okay. That went in. Oh, I moved the whole thing. Okay, yeah, it is both sides. Looks like the rubber's coming all the way up to the front. It's coming past it, which goes with that. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like without that in there, but that is a part of the shaft seal. That's what we're going for right there. It just broke in half. Come on. Oh, I had it wiggling. Did you see? Nope, it's wiggling. Even though I'm not supposed to use that in there. Just put a little anyways. Maybe this way. Oh, I just cut my finger. When I press it in, I need to use the old carbon seal to position the shaft seal and then take it back off and put the new carbon seal in. Now the one thing I have not figured out is where does the felt and the O-ring go? I haven't found that yet. But this guy right here is another, looks like another carbon seal in there, on the back side of the clutch. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now I want to get that other half out. That's all I'm working on. I'm just double checking all these parts to make sure I know what I'm prying on here. Oh my God, I cut my freaking hand in the same spot again. Look, all the way down there. Dang, don't give up. Yeah, see, now this is the kind of stuff that everybody cuts away from. They don't want to show it. Endlessly not knowing how you're going to get that out of there. I guess I got some big old freaking pliers back there. I can squeeze it a little and...
So is there rubber under that? Is that on rubber? Or we don't know?
It's like a rubber gasket, rubber O-ring right there. Slid on it that way, like that. Fan it out a little bit. It's kind of fragile. Those carbon seals are, they're freaking.
Okay.
This guy right here, says don't touch them, and you're supposed to use the old carbon seal to press the new shaft seal in place, and then you take whatever it is back off and take out the carbon seal and put in the new carbon seal and final assembly. They say do not use the new one to physically press against on the seal. Yeah. Intermission's over. Back to Julie. This is the kind of stuff that nobody shows it. Nobody shows when you get stuck. Like, how am I going to get this out of here without damaging that soft aluminum housing? This bus makes me think about Jerry Maguire a lot.
I was just thinking we have those O-ring pliers that have the plastic on it.
I'm not gonna do.
What's he going to do?
Just flip out!
Oh, it's wiggling. Grab it. So close. Go all the way up against this. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yeah. That was not opened up enough. Walk it off type of thing. Glad I cleaned that really good. Well, fairly good. Pain in the ass. Seriously. Here, let's just pull that down since the bottom came off. That's all I've got. I don't think these parts are going to be in the other one. I think this is just broken stuff. This is the shaft seal in pieces. And then this little guy goes all the way in there. I'll show you without the spring. Ooh. Look at that. That is underneath there because this goes all the way through. Just line all these up. Like that, and then I think they just press it together and it like magically stays. The actual surface where the seal rides. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. So this piece right here bolts to that piece with a gasket in between. they taped it way up. The others be there a little bit. I'm just gonna clean off the old gasket. This is a do not touch carbon seal. This is inside of your hub. This goes right up and bolts on. The little bitty lip is what touches and seals on the rotor here on this hub. That it stayed like backs to it. And then the big end is what drops down inside of the shaft seal, lining up with those ridges. And bam, that keeps this spinning independent of this. Otherwise, this would want to spin with it. So that fits in there pretty good too. And this is the old one, so we're going to use this. Just sitting here going over how to install this seal right here. This is carbon. It's very high tensile strength, very low resilience to pounding it in like a seal. They freaking double sealed the can. I'll go ahead and keep that. Put some of this all over everywhere. Pretty much everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. That goes in as far as we can get it. Work it on. Okay, that's seated right there. Okay, so that changes a lot of what I was just thinking, because I didn't think I'd be able to push it all the way on there by hand, and that worked pretty good. There's an O-ring in there. It's a freaking O-ring seal. I bet if we take this out, the new one will slide right in there without the O-ring on it. It's just the O-ring is what I'm fighting. Oh yeah, it's moving. Okay. Yeah, it's moving. Oh, what is that? There's something else in there. Oh yeah. It was pretty easy. Yep. I know I'm offsetting each other. There you go. Here, I can probably pull it up now. Like, sure is. That O-ring is inside of there. What do we got going on here? Lock washer that the tabs are kind of facing up, and then the felt gasket. Assuming that's just going to help keep the felt. That's just an O-ring seal. I wonder how far that does go in without the O-ring on it. So I'm actually set it down in there. See how far it goes. Okay, never mind. No O-ring in it. That's where it says. So it's not going to go all the way down. So there was no problem there with that. The new O-ring, I'm going to actually dip this down in the oil down here underneath the table. I'm holding this with the other hand, so I don't want to. I only have one hand to do this with. Make sure that's all lubed up. I'm going to pop this on. I don't want to roll it, so, oh, I just got it all over. I said don't touch, but I got it everywhere. So just got some alcohol and a Q-tip. It's actually a pretty genius design. Why not have this be your airtight seal? When we vac it way down below, they said 500. If you go below 500, you run the risk of pulling it past this carbon seal.
Like it?
I guess. I don't know. We just did all that, and I still need to put it in and push on it to put it in. This felt comes in the kit. Let's push that all the way down in there. And then we've got our little keeper ring here. Because it should just slide down in there, and it'll just kind of like a little lock, yep, right there. So if it doesn't go in pretty easy, flip the washer over. Now it's time to put this in without touching it. Yeah, just that was definite, very simple. It went right in, it just, yep, now we'll clean it up again. All right, this is the small carbon seal. I just went over it with a dry Q-tip. Cleaned it, it looks really freaking good. I think I want to put some oil on the backside though, before I seat it up against that rubber. Right there. See that clean seal? Clean surface right there. Okay, now that mates up with this. That's a new shaft seal too, right there. Carbon seal. So now it's honestly, it's ready to put a new gasket on it and put it back together. So this has a curve to it. I'm gonna put it so that it basically cuts into the steel. So I don't want that sharp edge getting up on that aluminum. So this will rub up against it, seal. That's it. I mean, it's ready to go on, like right now. Now we've got a drain hole in here that goes down. We don't use it in the bus. This little hole right here, yeah, right there. That on the truck side will have a reservoir under it, and you're supposed to drain the reservoir. On the bus, they said we're not doing that crap. We're not going to do that. Okay, this is just going to go up against it. Let me finger start these bolts. Really don't want to be moving that carbon seal too much. Oh, come on. I'm holding it square with it, not much as it would want to cock to the side. Get all the bolts in first. Now I just need to suck it down even. Put in the key. All right, now we're gonna put that nut back on. This is like a rear differential type thing, right? Set a preload on it. I mean, it's a roller bearing right there, so. I'm gonna tap it over. Okay. That is definitely going to be getting a new bearing. The thing is, we don't have to mess with the charger refrigerant to put a bearing in that though. We don't concern ourselves too much with that.